The number one thing, the reason why agents leave Redfin is because when they said it's going to feel like you're drinking out of the fire hose, you really don't start drinking out of the fire hose until you hit week 2, honestly, because first week at Redfin, all training, I decided to get turned on. So second week, I am working with clients and still in training. I'll be in training for almost about a month, but it's just, whew, to say the least, that's how I feel. But in a good way, I took notes about my second week at Redfin as a lead agent in Denver, Colorado, working in Aurora. But I was honestly quite shocked. When I worked at other real estate brokerages, I spent a lot of my time looking for business, and I kid you not, the moment they turned me on, it was like, boom, open the floodgates, here's your customers, start working with them. And thankfully, they trained me well. I pick up real quick and I was able to start working with people, but quite shocked how fast, someone would come in and be like, I want to write an offer, let's submit. And I'm kind of just like, all right, yeah, perfect, let's do this. It was a little scary. The first one I did do it with my boss because, I've never wrote a contract before and I want to make sure I'm doing it the right way, which is why you have to work at a brokerage for the first 2 years as a new real estate agent. And I am so glad that I recorded our first session as I'm writing that first contract, because I've been using that video ever since and watching it back every single time I write another contract. I feel like I'm going to be an expert in writing contracts very soon. But it just blows my mind that some of the leads that I'm getting in are actually pretty great leads and they're ready to move. It shocks me a little bit how good of quality of leads they are. But also I'm happy and I'm grateful that I get to have this experience and be able to help people through this really interesting process during a really interesting environment in Colorado. So some of the clients that I have been getting have been doing strategy session where we're talking about what they want out of a house, what their needs are, where they're currently at, like educating them through the process. Other clients I have coming in who just toured a home, they want to submit an offer, and we're submitting offers. So I kind of like having like the mixture of two, because I'm learning a little bit of the experience working with first-time home buyers, and then I'm also getting experience working with like seasoned, experienced real estate purchasers, home buyers who just want to submit offers and need a real estate agent to do that for them. So it's fascinating how you start kind of moving relatively quickly, and hopefully they'll stick, because I kind of want to be able to get my first deal the first month. That'd be kind of cool. But no pressure. The thing that I really enjoy about my second week is that I'm getting to learn more of my team. I got to meet with my transaction coordinator who helps me through the process once one of my contracts gets accepted, and then, that starts rolling. I can't speak too much about that because I have not yet helped someone through that process, and don't tell anybody, okay? I've done it for myself, working with another agent who helps me, and now I'm doing it for other people, but one of them will stick and I will go through that process and then I'll get more experience. So right now, I'm definitely getting a lot of great experience writing contracts, which I don't think I would have been able to experience anywhere else, because I just spent most of my time trying to find people to work with. So it's nice that I get to have this experience and that I get to have a team. I don't have to spend all of my time touring with people. I have associate agents who work not underneath me. We're all a team here. We all work together, but associate agents will tour with some of my clients when I don't have time or I'm unavailable, I'm writing contracts. They'll take the client out to the homes, see it with them, give me some feedback. I'll follow up with them and see how everything is going, if they want to submit offers. So I really enjoy this process. I feel like I never would have got here if I kind of did it on my own. If I went to a different brokerage, I probably would be at where I'm at now by like year 2 or 3, once I have enough business to be able to hire multiple people to tour my clients, to have a transaction coordinator, to have a listing. I mean, they give you so much as a new agent. So I'm just blown away. Thank you, Redfin, if you're watching this video. It's a great brokerage. And if you want to work at Redfin, definitely reach out to them. I know that they're looking for amazing agents to take over in markets that we have yet to open in. So definitely try to reach out if you can. And I do not recruit. I am not in HR, or I I don't think I can go into the details of, what that process is like, but let me just tell you, it's a great organization to work for. So far, I give it a 5 stars. A little part of me also feels like intimidated because I had a client who asked me, so how long have you been in real estate? And I was like, oh, I just started earlier this year. I bought homes before. I've been in the mortgage industry for 5 years, and I've done, marketing for loan officers and real estate agents. So I'm really well versed in the process and how it works. But, I'm trying to go around the question of how many homes have I sold or purchased for other people. So, I think one thing that I feel intimidated about is just getting asked those really difficult questions that sometimes people do not want to answer. And so I'm really learning through this process what I normally say, what I should say, and what I should not say. Thankfully, Redfin gives me great tips on what to say and kind of what to steer away from doing. So as I kind of work through the 4 clients that I currently have right now, because you're only allowed to get 4 for the first few weeks, every single week until you hit your 1 month. And then, it changes from there, but I'm getting really good practice. I would have never got this practice anywhere else. So I'm really grateful. I am a little bummed that I didn't get a cash buyer who submitted an offer and got accepted, but that's okay, One of my colleagues who just started who just started the same time that I started, got one of those cash buyers who was really looking to move quick, and she submitted an offer, cash, a little bit over list price with low contingencies, and of course it got accepted. And then she sold. She didn't sell yet. She still has 1 more month until it sells, but kind of wish I would have got that one, but that's okay. I know more will come. It's a waiting game. It's a process. So to answer the question, how has my second week at Redfin gone? It's been great. I've learned a lot about writing contracts. I've been learning a lot about a type of leads that are coming in and how to properly not vet them, but just manage them through either this process or that process, depending on where they currently fall. And then just learning kind of the lay of the land, because everyone is just a little bit different. And it's not just you go one way in real estate. There's so many directions. So that has been a learning curve for me, as I just really fast learned everything. But I'm so happy that I have this privilege and this experience to be able to learn relatively soon. Overall, second week, amazing. I'm shocked that I'm starting so quickly, but they did tell me in the very beginning the number one thing, the reason why agents leave Redfin is because they get overwhelmed and they get busy. And I told my broker, you know what? I have so much time on my hands. I'm single, I'm dedicated. Give me something to do. And I think they like that. So I'm starting to get definitely a little busy, because I have hours of training every single day that will hopefully end by the end of this month. And from there, I'll, figure out everything else. Oh yeah. And don't forget to like and subscribe. You already know you're gonna like this video, so just smash it. Smash it real quick. Smash it. Thank you.